Am I the a-hole for helping my best friend fake her death to an online predator? Isn't my first language, so I apologize for any mistakes. This also happened years ago. Disclaimer: this story includes grooming and suicide. And this was when we were 13 and he was 20. He also sent her nudes. And for the sake of this, we'll call him Peter and my best friend Zoe. So Zoe, 13, and Peter, 20, met on an Xbox lobby playing Destiny. And after a while of playing together, he asked for her Instagram, but since Zoe was 13, she said that she didn't have Instagram. But Zoe thought he was younger than 19, 15, and she just wanted to play together and be friends, so she gave him her Snapchat. After a few hours of texting, he sent her nudes. And in her delusional teenage mind, she didn't block him. After he sent her nudes, she texted me and asked me for advice, but I had no idea what to tell her apart from to block her, but she didn't, so she kept talking to him. Then she started dating him. This was before she knew he was 20. After 2 months of taking to him, and 2 months of me begging her to let me friend him, I got his user. I wanted to see if he'd cheat on her, but he saw that I added him by search and that she was my mutual friend, so he knew something was up. He never blocked or unfriended me for some reason. After about 5 months of texting this Peter, she started showing signs of being suicidal. She said that her mother hated her and mother told her to go kill herself and that her best friend died because of her. She told him and Peter told her to grow the fuck up and that men have it harder. I'm not saying they don't or do. Peter then said to stop being a bitch and to suck it up. After a few weeks of that, she said to just fake her death and she wrote a fake suicide note. I told her to not text him ever again because he'd find out, and if she accidentally opened his messages, to say it was her mother looking through her phone. I sent him the fake suicide note and he just started getting mad. He starting say stuff like, "I know she's cheating on me, you stupid bitch," and tell her to answer my fucking messages. So I said that Zoe was dead and he could either believe me or not. But he kept sending messages like that and death threats, so I did the thing I kept telling Zoe from the start and blocked him. I don't know what ever happened to him after that. What I do know is that while we were on our half-term break, I never heard from Zoe. She also wasn't there when we got back to school. But when I got home, my mother got a phone call that Zoe had actually killed herself, and I was in pure shock. She reached out to Peter, and he blew her off and said to suck it up and stop being a bitch. Men have it worse. In her actually suicide note, she said that the one she wrote for Peter was her real letter to him, but she was playing it off as a joke. So am I the a-hole?